Let me get this up so I can see. Is anyone dressed up? It's hard to see if I'm a little skeleton underneath. Spooky, scary skeletons. Okay. I'm a little early today. Cheek. Hi, Tina. Hello, Marcy from San Antonio. Hi, Kosi. Hey, guys. How's it going? And did anyone dress up? Are they excited about Halloween? Greetings. Hello. Big kiss from Germany. Hello from Germany. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Susan. Hi from Vancouver and Mexico. Hello, Katrina. Oh, thank you. I've got skeleton outfit, and then I'm trying to be like a cool skeleton because I've got this Grateful Dead Headley and Bennett apron on. Pretty much a poser right now, but Courtney, hello. No, this is a wig, Dora. This is a wig. Hi from Holland. I'm dressing up for Halloween early because this is the live before Halloween. Last year I dressed up as Jessica Day. I wore the same wig. It's the only one I've got. Hi from India. Hi, Sophie. All right. Hi, Christina. Did anyone else dress up? It's okay if you didn't. If you are gonna dress up for Halloween, let me know in the live chat what you're gonna dress up as. I wanna know what people are dressing up as. My kids are gonna be a princess. Isla's gonna be Anna this year. Anna. And then my son, I was trying to think, is gonna be some type of Pokemon. Amina, hello. Karina, hello. Karina, did I say Katrina earlier? Yeah, Karina, hello. RTD2 apron, yes, I love it. I love when aprons can double as festive as well as keep you clean. What is that word that I'm looking for? I don't know. Okay, hello from New York. Happy Halloween, Patricia. Functional, that's the word I was looking for. Functional and festive. You dressed up like a panda yesterday. Ah, what'd you dress up for? Oh, because you did Zumba yesterday? Christina? That would be so cute, a little panda. I want to see a picture of that. Okay. Major pistachio. Exactly. Dora, for how much to sell pistachio macarons for? I mean, it's really dependent on quantity, but those are pretty expensive. So, I mean, you could label them as a premium price and do $2.75 for each, but there's so many things that factor into pricing, so it's hard. But you have to also look around at your audience or your customer base and see what is a good price point for your area too. So anywhere from $2.50 to $3 I think is fair. If they're gonna be buying in bulk, maybe lowering it a little bit, but pricing is so hard because you want to be able to make sure you're paying for, you know, your per unit macaron as well as electricity. And if you're doing a cottage food business, you can take a portion of your electricity off of the bill. All those types of things factor into it too, so price-wise. Okay. Hi Cassie and Olga. It's just Olga, yeah? You're waiting outside for pickup time? I love it. Okay, I know, Carolyn. Fancy hair indeed, right? I tried to be a cool skeleton. Okay, let's get going because this is gonna be a little bit long. Are you up? Are you up with English class? Hi from Texas. Oh, thank you, Christina. I am not up for an eggless macaron class, if that's what you mean. I am definitely not well versed enough in vegan macarons to teach on them. That is something I will not teach on, but I want to get better at, and I want to watch more of Camilla's recipes. I mean, her videos that have recipes, because I feel like she has mastered the vegan macarons. Marisol, hello. Hi. Hello from New Zealand, Danielle. Danielle. Okay, we are making Black Kitten macarons. You guys chose this. Hi, David. Let us know if you're gonna dress up for Halloween. Ooh, vegan. That would be such a great niche, Courtney, but so difficult too to get all those flavors and rework all those recipes, but I know you can do it. So I printed out this clip art. Will you have a template? This one isn't good. I'm kind of disappointed actually, Olga, that I printed this out because it's black on black and I can't see where the hat stops underneath my template, underneath my silk hat. So I'm gonna struggle a little bit and I'm annoyed with myself, but this is the cute cat that I wanted. And it's just from clip art, so I feel like I can't really redistribute this part. If I get to making one, Olga, I will share it. But this is the one I did last year. If you guys are on Instagram, I posted a black kitten this morning. And this is what I used last year to make the black kittens. This is from 2019, a piece of parchment that I just drew pumpkins on, and I used it for the cat too last year. So I am not very fancy with my templates. You can also look, Macarons by Christina has templates on her Etsy pages, like unicorns and bats I think I saw, so you should check that out. But I just got this from clip art and I don't feel comfortable sharing it because it's someone else's work. But it's gonna be a little difficult, but it's big, so hopefully that'll make it easier. I don't think I'm gonna be doing more macaron classes. I know, I wanna start doing them in person again. That's where my business started, was doing in-house parties for bridal showers or baby showers, just like the entertainment was making macarons. And so I'd like to maybe have those again once things get a little bit safer. Okay, so we're gonna get started, but you guys chose Black Kittens. Thank you for doing the poll on YouTube, and then on Instagram too. We did what we wanted to make today, and you guys chose Black Kittens. So let's try this. For black macarons, I wanted to just focus on black macarons. So my dries have black cocoa powder in it. You see this? It says black Dutch cocoa powder. So it's very, very dark cocoa powder. If you've seen my chocolate macaron video on YouTube, the recipe's there. So go check that out. But it is super dark. You can't even see in there because it's just black. And that's gonna help darken the color a bit to start with. And then we're also gonna use the Sugar Art Black Masterly to put it into our meringue, as well as we'll put it in while we're mixing too. And then I'm gonna do a base kind of gray color, and then I'm going to do a little bit with purple, add a little purple into the black base, the gray, and make one batch more purple for the hat of the kitten, and then one part of the black to be like extra black, and I'll add more black. You know, I think I'll do a little bit of gel paste black as well. So we'll have black and purple, but I'm gonna do a base gray and we can go from there with both colors. Okay, I think that's all I want to say. So here's the black Master Elite that we'll use, and we're gonna do it. Let's whip it. Oh, thank you. Back to you. Let's see here. We should do a class on how to do classes, Courtney. When I reinforce the black, I'm going to use a little bit of super black from Macaron. All right, let's get into it. Again, this recipe is scaled down, but it's my chocolate macaron recipe. Ugh, the wig. This is going to bother me, the hair probably. Once you get nice and foamy. Yeah, you can get the black cocoa powder on Amazon. Nice and foamy. I'm just going to add in my sugar and egg white powder. Oh, wow. Nina, that's so low. Yeah, that's a great question, Steffi. I'll definitely answer that when we're done whipping. I'm at a point where my sugar's dissolved. I'm just gonna add my black so it can get in and nicely incorporated before I go too far. Yeah, I will answer these great questions of yours right after I'm whipping. Okay, so I'm gonna use, this is probably about 1/4 teaspoon. So right now I just want a base gray, and then I'm gonna split mine up and do some purple in one and some more black in the other. They are hard work, Nina. They're so hard. Oh, Christina, thank you very much. I love that little bravo, guys. Susan, this is my chocolate macaron recipe, which is very similar. It just has a little bit of almond flour taken out and replaced with black cocoa powder. So that's in here, mixed in here. This black cocoa powder is not the best chocolate tasting cocoa powder. So if you're gonna do, if you want more of a chocolate taste to your macaron, then I suggest halving, doing like in my recipe on my chocolate macarons video, half of the cocoa powder you're using to be a brown cocoa powder, and then the other half to be the black. Because the brown is going to be a better tasting. This black is a little bitter. It doesn't taste badly, it's just not as chocolate forward. Hello from Miami. Ooh, that's nice that you're the only one making them. Yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to add both. I'm a big fan of mixing in gel and powder when I'm trying to get really dark. Ooh, I have to put my oven on. Karina, I definitely suggest having a internal oven thermometer. Is that what you mean? Marcy Bowden had a really good question about character maps, and I'll talk about that a little bit after the mixing too. That nice gray color. Yes, this video will be saved, for sure. Almost there. Sounds good, Olga. Picking up her fan. Now this is only 64 grams of egg white. So I scaled down the recipe on my macarons video by half. Yeah, Nishu, I don't know. I've only made vegan macarons once. You can check out Pies and Tacos YouTube channel. Camilla has a lot of awesome resources for that. Isn't this gray really pretty though? Starting to see the striation stay on the side as my beaters go through. So I'm gonna see where we're at here. We're pretty nice and stiff. So I'm good with this. We're gonna call that good. And then I'm gonna carefully mix in these dries that has that black cocoa powder. And then I'm going to split them and then do one purple, one more black. Sorry, loud noise for a sec. Okay, sorry guys, this is like not my usual. I don't usually have a huge hair thing. Okay, need a hair tie. Okay, let's do it. So this is... So, was it Marcy? Marcy asked about what's the trick to character macarons, and I feel like just practice. I really have been liking using, for like larger designs, I'll use reusable piping bags, but the smaller designs, I like to use a throwaway, what's it, like single use. There we go. Single-use plastic one. So these are compostable. They're supposed to be better for the environment. That's what I hope. But so for the smaller details, I feel like those things that a piping tip is just going to be too big for, it's really nice to have single-use things, single-use piping bags. But honestly, it's all about preparation. So getting a template that you like, that you feel like you could pipe, and then making sure you know beforehand like what colors you're gonna do, and that kind of gets into Steffi's question is like, how much do I divide this by to have enough colors for each part of the design? And I just say, go bigger than you think, and then you can always pipe circles out to go with the set if you have extra. But like I have purple and black today, and I feel like just as much black as purple to the hat in the ratio of the design. So I'm just gonna split mine in half. And here I'm not doing an order or anything, so it's kind of easier for me, Steffi, because I'm just gonna make as much as my batter makes. But it's something that you're gonna have to kind of play around with if you're trying to get a certain amount made. Okay, so here, see how black it got just by putting that black cocoa powder in? Like it's definitely more gray than it was just with the other part. So it's definitely not ready, right? It's not at a flowing consistency, but we can separate it and start putting in our other colors, okay? So I'm gonna split this in half since I'm just gonna make sure I got all those dries on the bottom. Split this in half and do purple and black. Let's go purple first. I'm just gonna use Chef Master purple. I always like to shake these a lot before because I feel like they separate sometimes when they lay for a while. So I am really timid with color. I am no Barb from the Sweet Mac Shop. I get scared to add too much gel paste. That's why I love the Sugar Art product so much, because it doesn't scare me. So I'm just gonna add 2 drops, and I hope it's enough. Maybe I'll do one more. Still have dries on this wall. It scares me so much. So because this purple hat has a lot of tips in the design, I'm going to use a tipless thing. So there's like these points, right? So I don't want a big piping tip for this. So I'm just going to use the single-use bag. All right, guys, I'm gonna add one more drop. I don't wanna, the bad thing about, splitting your batter is that you don't have a ton of time to play around with the color. With like a meringue, you have a little bit more time, but this, we're gonna get to a point where it's overmixed really quickly, especially with chocolate macarons. So I gotta be careful. So I'm just tumbling my batter here over and over. And it's just kind of getting to more of a brown instead of a purple, but we can add in embellishments afterwards. I've got some purple diamond dust ready to go to add it a better color. All right, let's check the flow on this. It's hard to see, I feel like, on the video, but it's kind of like a dark, almost more like maroon color, but we'll make it work, I promise. All right, this is good for me. I'm gonna add this into my disposable one that does not have a tip. And I'm gonna cut it so I have a nice fine tip to do those points on the hat. All right. Close it up and then we'll get to our black. All right, we've got to make this black count. Do it. Happy Halloween, Lorraine. Oh, hi, Lorraine. Lorraine. And then Elaine as well. I've missed seeing you, or like talking to you. I was about to put black into this. Let me just get back into it. Elaine, hello. We've got an Elaine and a Lorraine. Oh my goodness. Okay. Gonna go, I just did like 1.5 drops. I'm gonna do 2 more. 1, 2. I get so sidetracked by you guys. Okay, I just wanna talk. So I'm just gonna tumble again Again, like black with the cocoa powder, it tends to really break down faster. So you don't have as much time to mix things in. So we're gonna just go carefully over and over. Tumbling it, mixing it in, a little bit more. All right. I'm happy with that. So I'm using a 6mm tip here. It's still like a little big for small designs because I'm gonna do a black line across the hat with this. Hopefully it's thin enough to do that without making it too chunky. But if you saw my black cats that I posted today, I have a black face for the black kitten, and then a purple hat, and then a little black line across it, and then a sprinkle. So I had like a little pumpkin sprinkle in the middle, like the belt of the hat. I don't know what that's called. So I've got some pumpkins and stars that I picked out of some sprinkle mixes, and we can embellish. I need to get myself some of those like food tweezers, food grade tweezers, to do some sprinkle placement on my macarons. I'm just not that fancy. Okay, so we've got, I feel naked because I just saw, oh my goodness, skeletons are naked. Okay, I always reuse my disposable bags. Yeah, I try to wash mine, Mina, and then I end up regretting it because I don't feel like they're clean enough. I do the same thing, but I gave up. Hopefully these are compostable and really do help. But I try as much as possible to use, these are Shop the Flower Girl if you are interested. They're really nice and easy to clean. Okay, piping time. Again, I'm a little annoyed with myself for doing like a black on black design because you can't really see the difference between the hat and this underneath. And this is a white silk hat. My next one for the inverse is gonna be even harder for me to see. But I'm gonna try. Let me put you guys down and then we're gonna pipe. All right. Hello, Emily. Hello from Kenya. We're making some black kitten macarons. So I'm just gonna do the little faces first. My issue with shapes is that I don't have like an even surface because sometimes I go closer to the mat, sometimes I'm a little bit further away from the mat. So that's what I try to focus on, is to keep my tip the same distance away from the mat, no matter where I'm pulling it. And then that helps to have it the same thickness. Okay. So it's a little like half circle face. This is why the pumpkin worked so well last year that I showed you guys in the beginning. This is what I used last year, just something I drew myself. And I'm hoping this works though too. Bye. So if you guys are looking for like master character macaron people, definitely check out Petite Meringue. Jules, she's like amazing, and so is it Macama? Celinda? What's Celinda's name, guys? Macanam? Macanam, maybe? Okay, I'm gonna do the inverse lens. Let those chill for a second. So this is just the same thing, but because the hat goes a direct way, you have to have the inverse for the back of them. So let's see if I can see through here. I know this part is really boring, but like legitimately, this is how slow I pipe my character macarons, obviously. Okay, and then you get your scribe or a toothpick. This one's from Jaslyn, from the Sugarholic Girl. And just kind of fill it in if you need to, or even it out if it's not flat, because having it not flat is going to make those feet difficult to like develop nicely, and also you're going to be able to tell that your cookie is all over the place. It just makes for a wonky finish look. All right, so those are the little faces. Now let's do the hat. I'm not gonna wait till it's fully dry for the sake of our live. So I'm gonna go and do the hat in purple right now. If you wanted it to be super distinct and different, have that hat stand out, I would wait completely till this black dries. So I'm just gonna outline the hat. So it's outlined, if you guys can see that, and then I'll fill it in. And now this is the biggest thing for me. If I'm using different size tips, I need to make sure that the hat is the same height, or height from the, I guess, yeah, height. You don't want the hat to be so thin and then the cat's face to be sticking out above it, right? So just make sure you go over it a few times to even out the size. And then use your scribe to just make it look nicer. Fill out the template so you know your other matching macarons are going to be fine. It's a little bit shiny. I'm nervous I added too much color. Okay. Dun 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 dun. There's one. Look at how big that hat is. Okay. Maca nom nom. Thank you, Christina. All right, let's do it. Some more. So, outline. Okay, and then fill it in and make sure that it's all nice and even, same height as the cat's face. I know, I'm probably like super haphazard when it comes to where I pipe. I have no rhyme or reason. Make sure that when you're doing these, you let them rest, because this is where they're gonna crack. Where you have the two colors that meet up, that's usually where there's a little crevice, a little indent that makes them stay moist longer, and it can cause cracking. Even if you use no rest method, sometimes that is gonna crack right there still. So you have to be careful. So I usually rest my character macarons even though I use the air bake tray or something, because you spend so much time on them. I really am always so nervous to make a silly mistake and have them crack at the end of the day. Oh my gosh, and Sugar Devotion. Katrina, oh my gosh, such a great character artist. Watch her, she just posted something with carrots. Like, this girl makes anything so fun. Like spooky carrots or something. Hi Macaron Maker, hello from Jamaica. Yeah, I'm excited to share these. Sorry this part takes so long. This is the bad part about making a design, is that you guys have to wait so long because it's real time piping here. And I feel like I can't bend down because of this wig. So I'm like very awkwardly standing here. All right, they're looking cute. I hope that they turn out. You guys know me. I love my simple designs. And this is always a stretch, but so fun when they turn out. What are you guys most scared of when you try character macarons? Or are you not scared at all and you're like, Nicole, you're a wuss? People are so creative these days. You have to be careful too, because when you have a really small tip that it's passing through, it can be easy to over mix it too while it's coming out. So that's what I'm getting a little bit nervous about. No, 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 no. I'm just gonna do 4. So 8 shells all together. And I will do the hats for the next one. And then do the line across and then hopefully bake them off. Okay, let's see. I always get nervous to draw the eyes. Oh my gosh, I do too. I freak out. So here is the first little kittens. We're gonna do the hats now on here. I get so worried because you can't take that back, right? Those Christina, I'm the same way. I don't get them to be the same size. Yes, Tams, I totally get that, because this is This design is pretty hard. I'm trying to stay right on, but there's lots of room for not lining up perfectly with the hat. You know what I really liked? I liked Fred from Doc Macarons. I liked his circular max with the witch hat on top with like candy, the candy melts. That was genius, because then you don't have to try to pair it up with a shell that fits, and it's so fun and decorated. I love everyone's, this batter is getting really overworked. I love everyone's fun creativity. Like the holidays this season are gonna be a blast. I don't know if you guys have one of these, someone, now I can't remember, Oster. Yep, rhymes with toaster. Oster ovens. I feel like they develop the feet nicer than my gas oven with the Character Max. So it'll be good to see the difference between these ones that get baked in my gas oven and then the, that doesn't work. This one got so wide. And then the ones that bake up in my toaster oven. Okay, I gotta focus. I do too. Becky, I'm so glad you like it too. It is the best, right? I'm loving it. I don't have to rest in there. It's pretty forgiving with my macarons. I've been enjoying it. All right, let me try to speed it up. I feel like the inverse looks like really not shaped correctly. Let me see if this will help me. My hand gets in the way. My shadow makes it harder to see. Okay. Julius Caesar time? What's that? Julius Caesar. We got some world cultures class. I don't know about these, y'all. Look at it. This one, like, it has no shape. All right. Let's do the lines across, like the little belt design. And then if I have a ton of extra batter, I might try a couple more of these because those ones are so big. All right. I think that one turned out way better. So did that one. But these ones just got really quite large. Okay. I don't have Instagram. Oh, the macaron people you were talking about are all from Instagram. Yes. Yes, they're all from Instagram. I think they have Facebook too, if you have Facebook. Okay, so this is black, and I've got quite the big tip, so I need to be really careful when I'm going across here, because I don't want it to be too big. So, I'm just going to kind of push it in. I don't need this to be like a 3D thing. So I'm just going to try to work it in. And then I'll put the sprinkles on. Let's do the orange. This is what I need. I'll do some stars. Like that. I like it. I don't know if the white is the best, but that's what we're going with. The white stars. Don't want it to be like full thickness of this piping bag, so I'm just trying to run it through because it's way too fat for that small detail. All right, sprinkles, and we can get this on the road and bake. I went so big with this design. I don't know how we like it. I want to know how long it takes. Like Jules. Oh yeah. Sorry, Jamie. I don't want to keep saying people's names that you aren't familiar with, but I wonder how long it takes these macaron artists to do their really intricate designs, who wait for each element to dry. Before they move on. Touched it with my finger. These are just sprinkles. Now I don't have to do this part on the back, the inverse, because it's not the front. So I'm just gonna do this little bar across on the front. Who has tweezers? Who loves their tweezers? I need some. Bye, Macaron Baker. Are you still doing private croissant class? I am doing a private croissant class. It's almost sold out. It's, oh, I just dropped that as I was talking. It is for November 12th weekend. The November 12th weekend. Yeah. 13th and 14th of November. All right. So that's their little hats. We'll let these dry a little bit. Oops, I forgot the stars on this one. I have some extra black, so I'm gonna try to do this one real fast. But I'm going to, the Oster oven is going to be preheated at 300, and then we'll be able to bake soon. There. Ah, thanks Christina, thanks for the cheering on. Guys, these lives, nothing has gone right for like the last 3 lives, so I think it's a sign that I need to stop. Let's see how it goes today. Let me just do a couple of these little guys. Because I wanted to do a little bit of royal icing with you guys. So I'm gonna try to just bake it off without resting and cross our fingers, just because of time restraints. My kids will be home in a little bit. So I don't really pound the tray or anything with my little designs. And it hasn't been a problem. Do the thumbs up like, oh Becky, thank you. I feel so bad having people wait this long with these types of designs. Hopefully you guys are doing something else at the same time, or just enjoying whatever you have time for. No judgment on anything. Okay. I didn't even put that much purple in, and it still looks pretty wet and shiny, so I'm a little nervous. There's something about doing the inverse of this design that is making it really hard for me to match what the other ones look like. All right. You have tweezers, you don't use them? Nina. You should all, yes, we should all make sure to like the video. Oh, yes, like the video. I'm so bad at, in the beginning of this, I feel like I was very good at remembering to say like, subscribe. But now I forget. Okay. I think these, if it's not too overworked, I think these ones will be a lot better. I don't know if you can tell, but they're just more concise inside, and these ones just got really big. Aw, thank you, David. Weird. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. David's relaxing and I love it. Okay, so here we've got 2 extra because I messed up on these dudes. Thank you so much for watching me. Watching Max. Here we go. Here is our first bit. Always remember to take your template off underneath. You don't want to bake with paper or with ink if you have ink on. And I am going to bake these up. So if I was doing this not live, I would definitely be resting them a little bit longer because I get nervous about these little lines here. But because of the time constraints and I want to be able to decorate on their faces, I'm gonna just go for it and cross my fingers. Yes, Jamie, and I'm sorry I referenced all of those Instagram people. Jamie, do you have Facebook? Because I bet on Facebook they have some. Let's just see how regular Black Max will be. I don't like using that small of a tip for regular circles, but all right, y'all, let's put them in. Cross your fingers. Okay. I'm gonna put it in for 14 minutes and then I'll check them out. And I will pipe some more black ones. I feel like chicken tonight. No, sorry. I feel as though they might be a little bit overmixed. Fingers crossed, I know. This is how I get with doing colors. I get very dark colors. And then I hate putting dark colors through a small tip. It just overworks them even more. If someone were to order like black macarons for, you know, when I was selling, I would try to deter them. Deter? Why can't I say that word? Oh, thank you, Michelle. We'll see if they turn out. Just because you don't want like a mouthful of black, you know? I don't know. At least I don't. But let's try it. Let's try it. All right. This guy didn't go over. So the black got really nice and black, but we'll see if it turns out. I'm going to put these into my gas oven and we'll see how the difference is between the two. $10 on this, and then I will flip it and reverse it. Yeah, Michelle, isn't it that, like, I just don't want them eating and having their mouth turn black, but I get it, like, the aesthetics is really nice, but can we go for like white, maybe some black accents? What temperature of your oven? So temperature of my oven. This bake, oh, thank you for reminding me. Oops, shoot. I like to turn this one down. So I preheat both of my ovens to 300 Fahrenheit. And then I reduce the temperature down to 275 in this Oster oven. It rhymes with toaster. Someone sent me a YouTube video of an old commercial, so it would help me remember how to say this, and I absolutely was cracking up. That was amazing. So it rhymes with toaster, so Oster. The Oster oven, I dropped down to 275. Hi, Olga. This oven is my gas oven that I'm pointing at, and that is preheated at 300 as well, but because it doesn't go down only in 15 increments, 15-degree increments like this toaster Oster oven. Then for this one, I drop it to 295, 290. The goal is to keep the internal oven temperature around 295, 300 for these air bake trays that I have that go into my gas oven. If you go, in my oven specifically, it depends on what oven you're using. If I go lower than 290 with an air bake tray, I get concave shells. So I don't have enough heat distribution, and then I won't have that flat bottom that I want. Okay. I posted a selfie on my Instagram stories. Yeah! Are you guys dressed up as you sit on the couch, David? I love it. I've learned comment and make videos and you guys. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Yeah, I know. Michelle has so much information out there. It's exciting seeing you in the comments right now, Michelle. Thank you for being here. I love it. Is there a way to mature the macs sooner? Vanita, birthday. You're gonna fill them with birthday cake buttercream and a jam center. That jam center is gonna help it with the wetness, the moistness. If you like bake them a little bit less, that will mature them faster. If you already know what you're going to use for your filling, then like changing it is a little bit hard. But a ganache filling is more moist and it's gonna mature faster. The jam is gonna help it. So I feel like you're on your way doing a more moist filling. If I can say that, more moist. We've got some feet. Let's go check it out. I don't know if you guys can see in there. It's probably too dark. But they're not cracking. We'll see how tough they are. Meaning because there's too much colorant, perhaps the shell will not be very solid. I have a candy corn headband on. Yes, that counts. Anything Halloween. I mean, I've just got a skeleton outfit. I'm wearing this all month long for fun. I can't wait to see in the comments. I want to see David now. Okay, let's see here. Does anyone have questions? So for black macarons, just like a recap, I love to use the black cocoa powder as a base and then put some black powder from the Sugar Art in as well. And then I will add either more powder or food gel paste. So today I added super black. Super black. Then I have some royal icing. So if we have time, I'm gonna try to quickly do a little face for you on one of them at least, and you guys can see the black kittens. And sometimes I love to use, this was like on sale at one of the baked good places that I go to in Los Angeles before I moved. I don't think this company even exists anymore. It's called Petal Crafts. But I love to use this color for blush, but on black you can't see it. So I probably won't add any blush on our kittens. You can't see it well enough, but I will put on some diamond dust. I meant to do this before I baked and I forgot. Olga, it takes a long time to pipe, spoiler alert, so it'll be nice because you can fast forward through it just to see. I think that's all the things I kind of pulled out to showcase that I'm a little nervous to look into my gas stove oven and see if they're cracking, but I want to right now, so not cracking. But I have to admit, you guys, I think they might have a little bit of a soft top. Okay. Is there anything you have to take into consideration when working with a double oven? Call me, is it Dave? With double ovens. So I've never baked in double ovens, but I've had people in my classes that have the same thing. I don't know if yours is a KitchenAid brand, but specifically KitchenAid, where one's a convection and one's not, and they've had great luck using both ovens even at the same time, but just maybe baking a little bit less on that one that is convection oven. I am with the batter on batter technique. Do you pipe a section and wait for it to dry before? So Steffi, when you want the batter to meld in with the first layer, then do it right away. Yeah, of course. Then do it right away. Like I could have done the black line across the hat right after I did the purple. I wasn't thinking straight. Petal Crafts is still around. Oh, good. I really like their dusts, their petal dusts. And okay, so with wet on wet, so it's gonna meld in. So if you want it to not be a 3D or like an extra dimension off of your base macaron, then just do it when it's still wet. If you want it to be sticking out and have like, if you're doing a ghost and you want it to be holding like a pumpkin, but you want it to be a 3D pumpkin, wait till the base white ghost dries and then you're gonna put the macaron pumpkin on. I like to like really use my scribe when I do details like that, so it doesn't try to develop feet on top of it and crack on the top of the design. So like I'll just use my scribe and really work it, because I feel like that makes the feet not show up at all. Back to you, let's see. I have the link for croissant class. Yes, I can give you the croissant class. I'll email you after the live, okay? Back to you. We have, oh, I have a pen here. I'll email you. Okay. I'm excited. Yeah, and Steffi, like if you saw my, like, you know, my pumpkin design, those are specific different sections of the pumpkin that I wanted that dimension to, so that's when I let it dry. If you don't really care about it being completely separated and having that extra layer of like, this is its own separate entity, and then this is gonna, I don't know what to explain. All I can say is dimension, and I keep saying that over and over again. If you don't care for it to have separate little areas, then you don't have to wait for it to dry. If you saw the bird I posted on Instagram, you know, each little section had to wait to dry before I piped the one next to it. Oh, Lorraine, thank you so much. You're so sweet. I love this little lemon. Okay, let me, honestly, thank you. These are still baking up. Let's go into here and we will flip it. Oh, these ones, yep, these black ones are no bueno, but the cats are fine. If you guys can see those black ones? They're like super fragile tops. Some Jack Max today. Oh my gosh. I love the apple cider buttercream. It's so easy too. Thanks for sharing all your, well, thank you for being here, being patient while I piped all that too. Thank you. It's definitely fun. In the body. Okay, I did 10 more minutes. I'll check those. We'll see how these guys are. How much time is left? 16 seconds. So I'm gonna add a minute because it is a bigger design. Okay. Let's see. I don't have that patience. Oh, I don't have patience either. As you can see, I wasn't able to wait or anything to bake these off. Yes, I know. And Steffi, when you're doing Halloween designs and if you're producing a lot for you know, a market or whatever, make sure you do designs that you're able to mass produce. You know, don't stress too hard on the designs, is what I'm trying to say, because you're gonna kick yourself when you're trying to do 50 of them. Like when I'm doing 4 and it took me 2 hours, right? You don't want to do that unless you're selling, if you're able to sell them for a ton and get your monies and your time worth. Oh. They're still not done, so I'm gonna start it back up and bake. One more minute. Let's do 2 more minutes because they are bigger. Okay. I'm here from East Borneo, Indonesia. Nice to meet you too, Annie. Hello. I baked 2 trays at the same time today. I know, Olga, that's exactly what happened to me too. It's like when I was doing the double sheet trays and, you know, letting the first tray get to about halfway baked and then I'll put the second tray in. It just made it so I had to make each tray bake longer in the end, so it was almost adding time, but you kind of find that sweet spot and then it really does save time. All right, they're a little soft on the tops, guys, but we're gonna try to salvage them. Too much coloring is the reason for this. And like overworking the batter. I'm gonna take them out very soon. Anyone else have questions? Anyone going trick-or-treating this year? Anyone have, maybe you go trick-or-treating, or maybe you have nieces, nephews, or kids that you take trick-or-treating? I'm taking these out. Yeah, this oven is super cool. I'm a big fan of it. I saw it on Bella Bakes, Shelly's Instagram page, and I was like, just the way that it opens, it makes you feel like you have a real, like, nice convection oven. Isn't it fun? I love these ones. Donuts are always good. Meat eating, always happening. All right. Ooh. So here are our Macs. They've got feet. They look pretty even, but they're a little bit soft on the top. So let's let them, we're gonna let them cool and see if we can do something with them. And then let's see, do you do well at the farmers? Did you do well? Becky, I did okay. I didn't bring a ton of product. I would sell about 200 macarons in a week. I mean, at the market. It was a smaller market and on a weekday, so it wasn't like as big as a weekend one, but it was really, really fun. I'd bring my kids with me a lot of times, and it's what I could do at that time. So, but I didn't like make a ton of money, if that's what you're asking. Olga, I can't believe that. Vice President, I can't even volunteer my time right now to them. No, they don't let us in, so I can't go in. Okay. Trunk or treat. Oh my gosh, I bet that trunk or treat's gonna be really fun. I wonder what you guys are gonna, does everyone decorate their trunks? Let's see what this other one's like. All right, those are still baking. I'm gonna move these off onto here so they cool faster. And then we can play with them. If we want, let's see, we'll do a eyeball. I'm gonna have to let it dry though. All teachers and PTA members. Wow, that's gonna be so much to coordinate. I don't know how you do it. We just had trying to pull them off too quickly. I just coordinated like coaches gifts for my son's football team. I don't recommend doing that, my friends. Don't volunteer for that. You always end up paying so much more trying to get these. We had 3 different teams within his league. Like, they all practiced together, but then they split up because it was such a big team. But like trying to get 4 gifts for the coaches and have parents donate their money, it was like, I don't know. It's a long story. It ended up being a lot of money. Good old times. Okay, I want to do this. Here's the black macaron. It's got ruffled feet Like I said, usually I get more of a ruffled foot when I'm not waiting till they're completely cooled, so when I have too much coloring in them. Can you guys see? The lighting's probably too bad, huh? But because the top is a little bit more fragile, they'll probably be pretty full. It's always how it goes. You can see that. They're very full, but it's got such a thin top that, like, if I were to be making these for a farmer's market, I'd be really upset because as soon as I package these, this top is gonna indent and not be that nice. Little chocolate flavor. I love chocolate macarons. But it doesn't taste bad. So that's great. It's stuck to my teeth though. Definitely, we got the color we wanted, right? Okay. It's just a little bit soft, and I would definitely be careful next time with the amount of black I have. So here is our kitten. Do I have black on my teeth? I am going to do a little white and then a little black on top for the eye. Trying to pull these bad boys off. I should wait. Let me just do one so I don't completely ruin them all. Okay. I think I like the smaller design better, but it's a little bit hot. So I'm gonna try to keep going with it. Okay. We'll just do a big eyeball. Christina, this is where I get really nervous too. Royal icing is a little more forgiving. So I like to get a scribe and work it in. I don't know where all my scribes went now because I've used them all. Okay. Make a nice big eye. I feel like the kawaii, what is that word? Kawaii style? That's not how you say it. That's like the island. A big eyeball. Then we'll put black right on top. And since if you do wet on wet batter, then it will kind of melt in instead of stick out. Make sure this is the black. So just put a little eye. So, got a little eyeball. And then we'll do a little nose and some whiskers. If you want like a cute little touch, you can get a clean scribe and kind of just put your scribe in the white. Get like a tiny little bit of white royal icing. And once it dries, I feel like it's easier. Just put like a little white dot inside that black. And it will give it a really cute look. Right now it's still wet. How cute. Oh, thanks, Christina. The Captain America. Yes, Nina, I'm gonna count that. I think so. I'm gonna take the max out. And then okay. And then we'll do a nose and we'll be done, guys. I think this is like a pinkish, oh, that's the weight. Sorry, trying to find pinkish, purplish nose. Make a bigger hole. So for the nose, I'm just going to kind of make it bigger up top and then have it go down to like a little triangle. Scribe. The purple of the hat did not turn out very nice this year. I'm sad. Let's see if this helps. Forgot this little thing doesn't work very well. Who has diamond dust like all over their house like me? Is this too much? Never. And then markers. We'll get our little smile on and some whiskers. And then we got our kitten. What do you guys think? Diamond is everywhere, right guys? It gets everywhere. So, I mean, I feel like the smaller one was cuter last year, but hey, the hat looks very oversized. I might even be able to give it like some dimension with marker, but that's what we did today during the live. It works. It could be better, could be worse. I'll have to decorate more off camera and then I'll take a picture so you guys can see. But what I was saying about the black on this tray, it's still really hot, so I can't really take them off. But look at, this is what happened. Got wrinkly top, and that's because the batter was just overworked by the time I piped this. I had so much coloring in it, so that's one, and then it was worked through that piping bag. So if you get those wrinkled tops, that's definitely something to think about, is if you added too much coloring and how big your tip is that your batter is working through, or how much you've mixed your batter. Is that mat good? I love this mat. Lakshi, is it Lakshi? Lakshai? I love this mat so much because it's nice and thin, and even though like it has residue on it right now, it's just because I didn't wait long enough to release the macarons from. So they would be much better if I just waited. But it's nice, they always have a nice shiny bottom. Yay, David approves. I feel like I tried. It's a kitten, right? Use that black cocoa powder to help get that nice black color. What size tip? So for the black, I use this 6 millimeter. I don't know what that is equivalent to, but I can check like this size. It's about 1/2 centimeter, or a quarter of an inch about. I'll get these looking pretty and I'll take a picture, and hopefully I can bring out some more of the purple. I don't know, make it look less brown, but maroon is fine. Just wanted purple. Thanks, Beck. I'm so glad you learned something new, because it makes my sad, like, I'm a little sad, I'm gonna be honest, that they aren't prettier. I'm gonna be honest about it. But I mean, they're not bad, right? They're just not the cutest thing I've ever seen. But it's okay. It's okay. That's what I get for planning what I'm making the day of. I'm so glad you learned something. It makes it worth it on my end. Sorry about this mess. And I hope you guys have such a good Halloween. Sterling Pearl. Ooh, yeah, I could do some Sterling Pearl. I'm down for anything. I'll probably try a couple shades. Some type of... I think I have a couple of Sterling Pearl colors. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. We'll see. But for now, I'm okay. Well, thank you, Christina. Can we all wish Macarons by Christina a happy birthday? It's her birthday tomorrow. Is the 28th, right? I think it's tomorrow. Christina, is it the 28th tomorrow? I'm like yelling at you through the chat like you're gonna talk to me about it. But it's Christina's birthday tomorrow. Say happy birthday. Go check out her Etsy shop. Highlight it or royal icing. Yeah, that's more work. Thanks, Linda. Thanks for telling her happy birthday. Royal icing would be a good idea, but it's just more work right now. Okay, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Happy birthday to Christina. Have a wonderful Halloween. Thank you guys for the sweet super chats. That was so generous of you guys. And I'm excited to go look on my Instagram and see who has taken pictures. Even if you're just like not dressed up and like David, you're cozy on the couch. That makes me so happy to see. So I'm excited to see. Thank you for a wonderful life. Oh, thanks for being here, Christina. You always make my day. I'll take off my hat. You like this wig? I look so funny. Oh, I am not meant to have dark hair. Okay. Thank you for being here, Steffi. Thank you. Have a safe Halloween as well. Have fun. Can't wait to hear about or see everyone's like Halloween collections as you finish them up for Macarons. Much love, everybody. Peace out. I feel like I'm a skeleton dancing lady. Okay, I'm gonna go. Talk to you later. Woo!